let's go. Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away, get away, get away. Better know that I don't and I'm damn. Cause you know I gotta win every day. She don't really wanna pop me. Just know that you will never find me. You know that I gotta be a little cocky. You ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come a nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go and then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing a nigga think that he be doing, cause it doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna murder everything and anything.
What is up, everybody? So the E36 Wagon has been getting a lot of love from you guys, and there's been a lot of comments saying that I want to see more wagon stuff, I want to see more wagon content. So today is basically going to be a wagon day. As you guys remember from the last video about the wagon, is that I was missing a lot of interior parts, and I was missing a headliner, which I tried to look and they're impossible to find. Rear door panels are wagon specific, so that was hard to find. A lot of the pillars, the interior trim, the cargo cover, all that stuff was very hard to find. So after searching and searching, I thought it was going to be easy to get replacement pieces, but it really wasn't. So I ended up finding a part out online back in Jersey, which is where this car came from. And I'm really excited to get that interior in the car. Hopefully we get that done today. I'll show you guys what it is. It's that cloth square pattern. I'm pretty sure they call it Klee. But it's got a full Klee interior out of this parts wagon. And when I was there, I was talking to this guy. His name's Mario. He's from Jersey. When I was there buying the interior, I said, what are you doing with the rest of the car? Because it was basically a non-running on jack stands. It didn't even have subframes. It didn't roll, nothing, but it had a full interior, which is what I needed, luckily. So I was there. We pulled all the interior out. I bought the whole interior. And on my drive home, I was talking to him saying, what are you doing with the rest of the shell? Because it's just a body at that point. There's really nothing left to it. He said it was a clean title, clean Jersey title wagon. And I said, if the price is right, I'll take the whole thing. So I ended up getting the entire car. So now I have another wagon shell, which is going to be a project for another day. But I stole all the interior out of it. It's going to be going into this. So check it out.
And now I move a little foul, nigga better call a rap and everybody know my style. Niggas know that I'm the best when it come to doing this, and I be banging on my chest, and I'm banging the east, and I'm banging in the west, and I kinda give you more, and I will never get you less. You will hear it in the street, and you can read it in the press. Do you really wanna know what's next? Let's go. See that we on it, and we all up in the race, and you know we gotta go, not try to keep up with the pace, and we struggling and hustling to set it and to get it, and we always gotta do it, take it to another place, gotta taste it, and I gotta grab it, and I gotta cut all through this traffic just to be at the top of the zone, but I know I gotta have it.
All right, so here's everything from the parts car. We have the pillars, we have the trunk panels, we have all the A, B, and C pillars here. We've got the cargo cover, which I was missing. These are all the cloth door panels, and this is the Klee interior that I was talking about. It's actually really nice, the square, very 90s, very period correct. The cloth is pretty cool. It kind of comes in the base models, but this was imported from Poland from Mario. And he decided the same thing I did, that these were way better than what came in stock. And I'm actually really excited to get these things in the car. I'm a little bit upset that they're comfort seats. They're not sport seats or anything, but honestly don't care too much. This will be nice in the summer and the winter. Honestly, it won't be as hot. I don't think they're heated, but I don't think my seats are heated either. But it came with the bolsters, came with everything else it needed. And the door panels are all nice and correct. They're wagon. I don't know why wagon and European cars only came with one speaker. A lot of the US cars came with two. There's a tweeter up here. There's wiring on the door for the wagon, for the second speaker, but they don't actually have it. All the inserts have the same cloth stitching that these things have on the bolsters, so like on the sides. It's the same cloth on there as it is here. And this is the difference between the wagon door panel and the sedan door panel is right here. This is what I was talking about in one of those videos before, is that this guy sticks out further, comes to a nice point over here. And I was going to cut mine and round it off and try to make it look good, but I ended up finding this. So I actually have a sedan door panel right here that I'm going to lay on top of this. This is the one that I was going to use in the car, and as you can see, it's pretty much all the same, but the sedan door panel does this. So when you try and line it up on the door, you have all this extra space here. So I was gonna cut it and try to like round it off and make it look decent. I'm sure I could have done a pretty good job, but I found wagon door panels, so I'm gonna use those. I'll probably end up cutting these and rounding these ones off so that I can put them in the parts car out there. So that's it over there, actually. Let's go take a look at it. All right, so here's the parts car. You know, it was always been a dream of mine to own an E36 Wagon, and now I own two, so I'm over the moon, honestly. I know that this is a full-on project car. It's gonna take a long time to get this thing running and driving again, but luckily I have time and I have the space, so it's just gonna sit here for a little while until I get everything situated, but probably gonna end up making this a drift car. But like I said before, it had no subframes, no wheels, didn't roll. I already took all the interior on it, so it was basically a shell, a body with body panels. And I said, you know what, it's a wagon, you know, I like them, so I'm just gonna do it. But here it is.
Damn, now cause you know I gotta win every day. See the really wanna pop me. Just know that you will never find me. And I know that I gotta be a little cocky. You ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come a nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go in and
So it almost looks black, but it's actually that fun color called Madeira Violet. It's a purple, but it's a very dark purple. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but I can try to get it on light here. But we have like a blue purple, and the body is actually very clean. So as you can see, these are the same wheels that actually were in the wagon video when I first got that. Because as soon as I got the car, I took them off and I put the AC Schnitzer wheels on there. And then these have just been in storage since. I posted them for sale. Nobody wants them. Assuming because they're black, I wouldn't really want them either. But they've been sitting for a rainy day, and luckily I have a couple parts cars here, so I was able to pull the subframes out, grab the wheels, bring them down to him, and install them in his garage, just enough to roll it onto my trailer to bring it home. But this is it. It's a full car. It's a 1995 320i 5-speed. It was actually really sick. It had an S54 in it, but he decided to part it out and go a different way with it, and what was left was the shell. But it's a pretty clean shell, so there's no drivetrain in it at all. I wish the S54 was still in it. It's basically full of parts, everything that he didn't want. And luckily we do have the nose panel. The only thing that the body is missing is bumpers and the door trim here. But this thing's gonna be sick. Honestly, I can't wait to build this thing. It's an early model 95 OBD1, but who knows, maybe we'll do something fun with this eventually. But today's video is about the interior going into this thing so that we can finish this thing up. How many of y'all are missing these?
Man, fuck these bitch ass.
So this retractable cargo cover here is probably the hardest thing to find for this interior. I spent months just searching for this one thing, found one in Illinois. The guy wouldn't ship it to me when I asked him to, but it's honestly okay because I found one and I'm super excited to put this thing in. I wish it had the dual pull up like the E36 ones do, but you know, this is still just as good. But I've been waiting all long time to get this thing installed, and luckily it just clips right in, no problem. All right, so that really wasn't that bad. I'm actually really excited with the way it came out. It looks great, it feels period correct. I love the little stitch pattern on it. It honestly came out really good and I'm really happy. I'm probably gonna take all the interior that I didn't use and all the leather stuff and put it in the purple wagon on another day for another project, but that's gonna be way down the line and I'm not gonna worry about that right now. But for now, I'm just gonna enjoy the Klee cloth interior. Now that I have a full interior car, this thing is basically where I want it to be. It's a full interior, running and driving, looks good, has a nice stance, some period correct wheels. I'm ready to just enjoy this thing. So I'm gonna give you guys one last look at it before I take off, and thanks for sticking around.
Let's go! 'Cause I'm feeling like I'm